What's going on, everybody? It's TheNidien, and I know I've been slacking on videos lately, but I got you one here. And I'm bringing you a little bit of Homefront gameplay because some Homefront 2 news came out, which is very exciting for the development of the next game and where it's going to be heading. And hopefully the next game is just phenomenal, and I got a feeling it's going to be developed by Crytek, which developed Crysis, Crysis 2. They're going to be using their Crytek engine, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see some beta footage or something that they bring out and show the world what's going on. It's a big step forward, a big leap forward, matter of fact. THQ, I'm not exactly sure what's going on with them as far as, I think they pretty much said screw, look at this fail. But I think they pretty much screwed the development of Homefront up and tried to rush it a little bit. And I've been a good, I've stuck by this game, and I still stick by it. I think it's a lot of fun, but I've had some issues lately with the game that I'm not exactly sure why they've done it and what is exactly going on. Because what you have now, for those of you that haven't played Homefront in a while, or those of you that haven't played Homefront at all, is they put the, instead of having regular TDM, regular ground control, and then Battle Commander TDM and Battle Commander ground control, they put them all together. So you'll play a couple games of, say, regular TDM, and then maybe 3 games of ground control, and then it'll go back and forth sometimes. It seems completely random, just as much as the map is completely random. And when they did that, they also added a downloadable content playlist. So what they effectively did was split the community in two, because you got people that obviously don't have the downloadable content and people that do. So you split the community two. And what's that? I have effectively not been able to get into downloadable content ground control match in ever yet, and I've tried dozens upon dozens of times. Every time I do it, I have to end up going over to TDM. There's plenty of TDM matches, but I can't get in the ground control what to save my life as far as the downloadable content goes. And I'm not exactly sure why they did that. At this point in the development stage of this game, you can't split the little bit of the community that you have. It's mind-boggling. What they need to do is just come out. The map packs have been out for a while. That's probably the money they're getting. I'm not exactly sure how many hundreds of people are just racing to get the new map packs if they haven't done it already. And they just need to give them out for free. Give everybody the map packs for free and bring the community that's left in this game back together and move forward into Homefront 2 with Crytek and the Crytek engines and see what they're going to do there and just make it a game that just wows everybody and shows them what Homefront really should have been the first go-around. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put a link to the article in the description. I've also had a few things going on. Otherwise than that, I got my intro video up for VidThrough. If you guys missed it, I'll put a link to it in it. Wow. What was just going on in my brain right there? My mouth and brain were moving in 100 different directions. But, yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put a link or an annotation at the top. I'll link it to my VidThrough video if you guys haven't seen that, my intro video. I also did a first look on a game called Renegade Ops, a little arcade-style shooter. If you guys don't know what that's about, it's a ton of fun. The game is a ton of fun, and it's something I can sit down and play with my little 5-year-old, and he's good at the game. Everybody's good at the game, even my wife, and everybody just has a blast just running around, blowing stuff up, looking at all the pretty explosions, and just having a good time. And that can be picked up on all the systems. So go check out my Renegade Ops first look video if you guys want. I'll put another annotation up at the top or down at the bottom or over in the corner, all over the place. Maybe I'll make the whole video just a huge annotation like White Boy. But either way, that's what I got going on, and I'm sorry I've been slacking off a little bit. I'm going to recommence Military Monday next Monday because I've been kind of slacking off on that and throwing ideas around and got it on Wednesday and got it on Tuesday and this and that, and it just hasn't been working out too well. So I'm just going to wipe it slate clean as far as that goes and start next Monday with another Military Monday and go from there. And then what other news we got? Gears of War 3 came out. I don't know how many guys are Gears of War 3 fans. It's a huge release. They had a big thing going on where I live, and they don't usually do big things where I live. As far as GameStop goes, they need quite a bit of hype and pre-orders behind anything to do a pre-release party, let alone they did like a 6 to 7 hour pre-release party, and I think they even had a tournament. So it must have been a really, really good turnout in my area for Gears of War 3. I know at least 5 or 6 guys from where I work were going up, and they all even bought the limited edition Xbox, which, by the way, is honestly the best looking Xbox I think they've made to date, hands down. I seen the commercial for it. I was like, man, that thing is beautiful for an Xbox, and it got its own custom sounds and everything else. But I'm not much of a Gears of War player. Matter of fact, the only Gears of War I've ever played was the Gears of War 3 beta, and it's one of those games I'm just not good at. No matter, I've played the beta for probably about 32, 33 hours. I think I got in playtime wise, and I was just as bad at the end of 33 hours as I was at 0 hours. It's kind of like SOCOM. I just can't get the rhythm of third person for some reason, and I'm gonna have to do it one of these days because they're going to come out with an amazing third-person shooter, much like Gears of War 3 in the future, and I need to get my crap together as a gamer. I can't let that happen. But I don't know how many of you guys are Gears of War 3 fan out there, but if you are, you know, it's good to see that the community is so stoked about a game, and at the same time, I think it marks the end of Gears of War, correct? But the good thing about that is a lot of people don't... is the developers of Gears of War aren't just going to quit developing games. They can take that engine, that sense that Gears of War has, that play style, and spin off in a completely different direction and make another phenomenal game and another phenomenal series that will, you know, bring the community around and bring them together and do all this for years to come. So it's not the end of the line either, if you want to look at it like that. So that's a good thing. But VidThru's got a bunch of Gears of War videos going up, first looks, walkthroughs, all sorts of guys. There's a bunch of Gears of War fans over there, and those guys are just pumping out the content for the next couple days or however long they can get content out into you guys before they pass out from drinking too many energy drinks and possibly have to go to the hospital due to heart failure. They're going to do it. So go over there, head over to the VidThru's page. They got at least 2 videos up now that I know of, and there's more coming, so check that out if you're a Gears of War fan. And yeah, it's just this upcoming months are huge for the gaming community. I've never ever in my entire gaming life have come across as many releases in the span of just a few months like we're having now, of games that are AAA titles that I want to pick up. I've never had this problem before. Like, usually it's been, oh, this game's coming out, I'm going to wait and I'll pick that game up, and then, well, this game don't come out for another couple months, so I go pick that game up. But now I got games, Skyrim, Rage, Star Wars The Old Republic, Diablo 3, Battlefield 3, Modern Warfare 3, The Haunted, Unleashed. I mean, all come out within like the next 3 months, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to be spending a lot of money. I'm going to take a lot of crap from the wife, and I'm going to have to do a lot of conning, planning, talking, letting her buy things as well, putting us on the brink of poverty just to get these games, but it's got to be done because I've never had this problem. Have any of you guys out there running this problem as well, where, you know, there's just been so many games that you guys like to play have come out one time, or is this just one of those special things? You know, it's a year of threes, and there's just so many things dropping. I mean, when they said the year of threes, I didn't really look into it, but you got Uncharted 3, Killzone 3, Battlefield 3, Modern Warfare 3, Gears of War 3, Resistance 3. I know there's a few of them out there too. What was the other ones? I can't remember the other ones, but there's at least 3 or 4 more, and they're all threes. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if all the gaming developers, if they have like a big roundtable meeting every so often, like the mob, and they get together and they're like, when are we going to release our threes? We'll do it in 2011, you know. But it is what it is. and there's going to be a lot of money going the gaming development industry's way at the current point in time. But that's what I got for you guys today. So I'm stoked about the Homefront situation. I'm glad they went with Crytek, and it's going to be just a beautiful game, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with it. Because Crysis is just one of those games that's just phenomenal to look at. So I'm waiting. I can't wait till they release their first footage they got going on. I don't know what I was going to do there. I think here I was going to shoot the guy, then I'm like, no, I'm going to stab him. Now I'm going to shoot him, now I'm going to stab him. I'm not exactly sure what I was thinking in this game. There's quite a few fails. Just getting back into the Homefront. And, you know, the one thing, I'm playing a lot of Homefront and Battlefield 3 lately to get that feel back. And that's one thing as well. Homefront's got that feel of Battlefield compared to Call of Duty. You know how Call of Duty's all hyped up on crack and all this and that. Well, Homefront's more of that shooter that's got that same feel as Battlefield, but with a different environment. So I play a lot of Homefront and Battlefield, switch back and forth because they feel the same and they kind of work the same, and you can still stay in that rhythm. Whereas if you play Modern Warfare or Call of Duty in general for like 2 months straight, say, and then you try to go back to Battlefield or something, good. I mean, it even takes me, somebody who plays Battlefield quite often, like at least 2 to 3, 4 games to get back into the swing of things, just getting destroyed, not getting used to the controls and everything. It's crazy. You don't think about it until it happens. But yeah, I'm stoked about the Homefront situation. Battlefield 3 beta is supposedly on the 25th, is what I've heard now. The new date in town for the 48-hour pre-release, which I'm in, by the way, due to buying Medal of Honor. A lot of people crapped on that game, but guess what? I got Battlefield 3 beta early, so there was a reason why you should have picked that up, even if you didn't play it. I think, matter of fact, they still have the limited editions on the shelf, and I bet you can get Medal of Honor for like $10, $20 tops. I mean, if you really, really want to get into the Battlefield 3 beta that bad, that's what's going on there. So in 5 days, guys, I'm going to bring you as much content as I can up until that point. But in 5 days, I'm going to, as soon as the beta hits, I'm going to be playing that bad boy all night because I believe it releases on Sunday. I don't have to go to work till Monday afternoon, and I'm going to be playing that all night and get a video up to you guys as soon as possible. See what they got to check it out. But there's a lot of Battlefield 3 content coming your guys' way, and then moving right into the release and everything else. So that's what I got going, guys. And I'm sorry for slacking on you, but Military Monday will be next week. Back next week, I promise you that. I promising you that. So another lovely match of Homefront. Homefront 2 is going to be a wower, an eye pleaser. So take care, guys. Keep your heads up, and as always, have a great day. Peace.